What if the truth behind Diddy's arrest is even darker than anyone imagined? Cat Williams has been sounding the alarm for years, exposing shocking details about Hollywood's elite, and now, with Diddy's fall from grace, it all seems to be coming to light. Williams hinted that 2024 would be the year many powerful figures are exposed, and Diddy might just be the first domino to fall. Stick around to the end, because some of the secrets that are about to be revealed will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the entertainment industry. Cat Williams has long been known for speaking out about the hidden secrets of Hollywood's elite, never shying away from discussing the darker side of fame. In his appearance on the Club Shay Shay podcast hosted by Shannon Sharpe, Williams made bold predictions about 2024 being a year of reckoning for many influential figures in the entertainment industry, foreshadowing Diddy's eventual downfall. His remarks, which at the time seemed provocative, now carry an eerie weight after Diddy's arrest on charges related to sex trafficking and other serious crimes. During the interview, Williams didn't mince words, stating, "All these big D**CK deviants is catching hell in 2024. It don't matter if it's Diddy or whoever you is." This line encapsulated his fearless approach to calling out the powerful, even at the risk of being ostracized or blackballed. Williams's comment, while colorful and raw, pointed to a deeper culture of misconduct that, in his view, had permeated Hollywood for decades. Williams had positioned himself as a whistleblower of sorts, hinting that he had witnessed or been privy to unsettling truths about some of the industry's biggest names. This sense of knowing, he suggested, was part of the reason he had been marginalized in Hollywood. "In 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets," Williams told Sharpe, implying that his refusal to play along with the corruption had come at a personal cost. One of the most striking claims Williams made during the podcast was that he had turned down a staggering $50 million from Diddy on multiple occasions. This wasn't a mere financial negotiation, but rather a rejection of Diddy's notorious freak-off parties, gatherings that were rumored to involve sexual exploitation, under the guise of entertainment and celebration. Williams openly hinted at the darker undercurrents of these events, which were not just extravagant parties, but, as he suggested, spaces for deviant behavior. "P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you've got to tell him no," Williams said during the podcast. His refusal to attend or participate, despite the massive financial offers, signaled his commitment to maintaining his personal integrity. "See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely," he added, implying that he had concrete evidence to back up his claims, though he has yet to reveal specifics. Williams' warnings about Diddy and other powerful figures didn't come in isolation. He framed his statements within a broader cultural reckoning that, in his eyes, was long overdue. By calling out not just Diddy, but a system that seemed to enable and protect such behavior, Williams became one of the few public figures willing to speak openly about what many believe to be an open secret in the entertainment world. His candidness, while often dismissed as conspiracy or humor, now seems prophetic in light of Diddy's mounting legal troubles. This narrative of a powerful mogul falling from grace amid long-standing rumors and insider knowledge became the basis for Williams's larger critique of Hollywood, a world where wealth, power, and influence often overshadow morality, but one that, according to Williams, would soon face its day of reckoning. The freak-off parties. Cat Williams' accusations regarding Sean Diddy Combs' infamous parties have painted a chilling portrait of what, to the public, appeared to be glamorous elite gatherings. According to Williams, these events were far from ordinary parties, veiled instead in darker, more sinister intentions designed to exploit and manipulate those in attendance. Known as freak-off parties, these gatherings were not just exclusive celebrations, but alleged orchestrations of deviant behavior, often involving sexual exploitation. Williams, who was invited to these parties on multiple occasions, turned down the invitations despite the lucrative offers. He famously shared that he had rejected $50 million from Diddy because he refused to compromise his integrity by attending these events. He hinted that these were not merely opportunities for networking or socializing, but situations where guests were pressured into uncomfortable and morally questionable activities. "Diddy be wanting to party, and you've got to tell him no," Williams said bluntly during his appearance on the Club Shay Shay podcast. His decision to distance himself from these gatherings was, in his view, a matter of maintaining self-respect. Williams's remarks suggest that Diddy's parties were orchestrated with more than just indulgent fun in mind. He repeatedly alluded to having receipts for his claims, indicating that he had proof of what occurred at these events, though he did not disclose specific details publicly. However, his allegations seem to align disturbingly with the federal charges Diddy now faces. According to the indictments, Diddy is accused of using force, coercion, and drugs to control participants at these parties, which spanned multiple days and involved sexual exploitation. Victims were reportedly manipulated into compliance with the use of intoxicants and threats, making the nature of these gatherings much darker than previously known. In federal indictments, several incidents from these parties were documented, mirroring the manipulative tactics Williams alluded to. The criminal charges accuse Diddy of drugging individuals and forcing them into compromising situations with other attendees. This revelation underscores the seriousness of Williams's allegations, transforming what were once perceived as rumors into criminal accusations of exploitation and control. Williams' choice to speak out about these parties, despite the possible backlash, aligns with his broader mission to expose what he sees as a culture of corruption and abuse within Hollywood. For Williams, rejecting Diddy's invitations was not just about declining a party, but about resisting the pressures to conform to an industry that often values profit and power over personal and ethical boundaries. By stepping forward, Cat Williams opened the door to a conversation that extended beyond Diddy. His comments reflected a systemic problem, where those in power exploit others under the pretext of networking, celebration, or mentorship. In the case of Diddy's parties, Williams made it clear that there was a fine line between indulgence and exploitation, a line that was repeatedly crossed according to both his allegations and the criminal charges now pending against the music mogul. The Cassie Ventura lawsuit. The turning point that brought Sean "Diddy" Combs' dark personal life into the spotlight was the explosive lawsuit filed by his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in late 2023. Cassie, who had been in a high-profile relationship with Diddy for over a decade, shocked the public when she revealed a series of disturbing allegations against the music mogul. In her lawsuit, she detailed years of abuse that went far beyond emotional manipulation. She accused Diddy of drugging her, subjecting her to violent physical assaults, and coercing her into orchestrated sexual encounters with other men. Cassie's allegations were deeply unsettling, shedding light on the controlling and abusive behavior she endured during their time together. According to the lawsuit, Diddy would drug her to keep her compliant, using substances to control her physically and mentally. The lawsuit also claimed that Diddy manipulated Cassie into participating in disturbing sexual acts with other men, a form of humiliation and control that reflected deeper psychological abuse. Cassie's account of these experiences opened up a Pandora's box of allegations that would later implicate Diddy in a much larger and more sinister network of abuse. What made Cassie's lawsuit so significant wasn't just the horrifying nature of her personal claims, but the fact that it led to a cascade of other victims coming forward. Her courage in speaking out not only exposed Diddy's abusive behavior, but also emboldened others to share their experiences. Following the filing of her lawsuit, more women stepped forward with similar stories, reinforcing the pattern of abuse and manipulation that Cassie had detailed. This influx of accusations expanded the scope of the investigation into Diddy, drawing attention to his potential involvement in a broader sex trafficking ring. Cassie's lawsuit was more than just a personal grievance. It marked the beginning of a comprehensive investigation into Diddy's alleged criminal behavior. The detailed accusations she brought forward contributed directly to federal authorities deepening their probe into his activities, which ultimately led to his arrest on charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and coercion. The lawsuit was, in essence, the catalyst that brought decades of rumors and whispered scandals into the public domain, making it impossible for the entertainment industry to continue turning a blind eye. The aftermath of Cassie's brave decision to file her lawsuit has had far-reaching consequences. It triggered a domino effect that has led to multiple lawsuits and criminal investigations, potentially implicating not just Diddy, but other powerful figures in the entertainment world. By coming forward, Cassie paved the way for a larger reckoning, one that is still unfolding as more victims continue to step into the light, sharing their experiences of abuse, coercion, and exploitation at the hands of one of the industry's most influential figures. A culture of silence. For decades, rumors of Sean Diddy Combs' questionable behavior circulated within the entertainment industry, yet no substantial action was taken against him. Despite various allegations of abusive conduct and disturbing behavior, Diddy remained largely shielded from scrutiny. This culture of silence within Hollywood allowed him to continue his ascent in the industry while maintaining his image as a mogul and cultural icon. The entertainment industry, with its hierarchies of power, influence, and money, often operates on a tacit code of silence, especially when it comes to protecting its most powerful players. Cat Williams frequently alluded to this unspoken agreement among Hollywood elites, hinting that many top figures were fully aware of Diddy's behavior, but chose to remain complicit, or at the very least, silent. In his interviews, Williams pointedly said, "I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets," suggesting that his deep understanding of the inner workings of Hollywood made him a target of blackballing and rejection. This statement by Williams touches on a broader issue within Hollywood, the willingness of industry insiders to protect their own, especially when those individuals wield enormous power. Diddy's wealth, status, and influence gave him a kind of untouchability. Williams claimed that despite knowing the details of Diddy's actions, many in the industry remained tight-lipped out of fear, loyalty, or self-preservation. His suggestion that too many people knew too much reflects the protective wall that formed around Diddy, with powerful figures either ignoring or enabling his behavior. This culture of silence extended far beyond the rumors. Diddy was not just a music mogul, but an individual with considerable sway in various sectors: media, fashion, entertainment, and even politics. His public persona and philanthropic efforts helped create a narrative that made it harder for accusations to gain traction. People in the industry likely felt that speaking out against him would result in professional and personal consequences. As Williams suggested, anyone who dared to challenge the system risked being sidelined, much like he experienced. Why would he get blackballed? Williams rhetorically asked during his interviews, hinting that knowing too much about the wrong people came at a steep cost. His refusal to engage in the corrupt underpinnings of the industry may have earned him the reputation of an outsider, but it also exposed the culture of enabling and silence that allowed figures like Diddy to operate unchecked for so long. Diddy's power in the entertainment world functioned like a protective shield, enabling him to continue his reign even as whispers of misconduct swirled. It wasn't until 2023, when Cassie Ventura filed her lawsuit, that the fortress surrounding him began to crumble. Up until that point, Diddy had maintained an aura of invincibility, bolstered by an industry that, by and large, either refused or feared to confront him. Cat Williams' mocking prediction. In the aftermath of Sean Diddy Combs' arrest, comedian Cat Williams wasted no time in adding a layer of satire to the unfolding scandal. Known for his sharp and sometimes biting humor, Williams took to social media with a satirical post, suggesting that Diddy might turn on his industry peers to save himself from legal consequences. "Diddy about to snitch on everybody?" Williams posted, sparking a flurry of reactions from fans and critics alike. Williams' commentary came in the form of a reposted video that humorously drew parallels between Diddy's situation and the infamous New Jack City courtroom scene, where Wesley Snipes' character Nino Brown famously shifts blame onto his accomplices. In the parody, Diddy's face was superimposed onto Brown's character, suggesting that the music mogul might take a similar route by implicating others to secure a more favorable legal outcome. Although the post was clearly meant to be humorous, it struck a chord with the public, especially in the context of Hollywood's notorious no-snitch culture. Despite the comedic angle, Williams' post ignited widespread speculation. Could Diddy, a man deeply entrenched in the entertainment industry's highest circles, be willing to cooperate with authorities in exchange for leniency? This question gained traction as the seriousness of the charges against him, ranging from sex trafficking to racketeering, became clearer. The possibility that Diddy might snitch to reduce his sentence seemed plausible to many, especially given the potentially severe consequences he faced. Public reactions to Williams' post reflected a mix of humor, cynicism, and genuine concern. On social media, fans echoed Williams' prediction, agreeing that if pushed, Diddy might expose others within the industry. Comments ranged from light-hearted jabs to serious discussions about how far-reaching the fallout from Diddy's case might be. One fan remarked, "I definitely think Diddy's going to tell on every last person in and out of the industry," while another noted, "He's not going down without taking a lot of people with him." The speculation wasn't without merit. Given Diddy's decades-long reign in the music and entertainment business, he had undoubtedly built powerful connections and alliances. If he were to cooperate with prosecutors, the ramifications could be vast, potentially implicating other high-profile figures in similar criminal activities. In a world where many secrets remain buried behind the glamour, Diddy's alleged cooperation could serve as a bombshell revelation that might unravel long-hidden scandals. Though the idea of Diddy snitching began as a joke in Williams' post, it has since become a topic of serious discussion as his legal battles continue to unfold. Whether Diddy will ultimately decide to cooperate remains to be seen, but for now, the possibility adds another layer of intrigue to an already explosive case. Other industry figures. Cat Williams' critique of Hollywood's dark underbelly didn't stop with Sean "Diddy" Combs. Throughout his career, Williams has spoken out about what he believes to be a systemic culture of exploitation and predation among the entertainment industry's elite. In his various public statements, including his appearance on Club Shay Shay, Williams hinted that Diddy's downfall might only be the tip of the iceberg, signaling that other high-profile figures would soon face similar reckonings. He boldly stated, "All lies will be exposed," referring not just to Diddy, but to a network of powerful individuals who, according to Williams, engage in deviant behavior under the protection of their status and influence. Williams has consistently painted a picture of an industry rife with corruption, where the most successful individuals often engage in illicit activities behind closed doors. He did not limit his accusations to just those in entertainment either. During his candid remarks, he mentioned religious figures, suggesting that the culture of abuse extended even into the realm of spiritual leadership. His implication was clear: no one, regardless of their position or influence, would remain unscathed in the wave of revelations he predicted would sweep through Hollywood and beyond. Diddy's arrest, which sent shockwaves through the entertainment world, is seen by many as a potential starting point for a wider scandal, exactly as Williams had forecast. Given Diddy's vast connections within the music, media, and fashion industries, his legal troubles could inspire a deeper investigation into others who, like him, have been shielded by their wealth and power. Williams hinted at this broader corruption, asserting that Diddy wasn't the only figure involved in illicit activities, and that other high-profile individuals could soon face similar exposure. This broader web of power and corruption has long been rumored in Hollywood, but few individuals within the industry have dared to speak about it openly. Williams's candidness has set him apart, and his willingness to call out not only Diddy, but other influential figures adds credibility to his claims in the eyes of his supporters. He has long suggested that Hollywood operates on a system of complicity, where insiders protect one another in exchange for mutual benefit, creating an environment where predatory behavior can flourish unchecked. As more legal cases against Diddy unfold, it remains to be seen whether Williams's prediction of a broader scandal will come true. However, his comments reflect a growing sense of disillusionment with the entertainment industry, one where fans and insiders alike are beginning to question the long-standing culture of secrecy and impunity that has allowed figures like Diddy to operate without accountability for so long. Dave Chappelle's cautionary message. Dave Chappelle has long been known for his bold social commentary, using humor as a way to tackle complex and often uncomfortable truths. Throughout his career, Chappelle has spoken about the hidden pressures that come with fame and the darker side of the entertainment industry. His departure from Chappelle's show in 2005, at the height of its popularity, shocked fans and raised questions. Many wondered what could cause a comedian who had just signed a $50 million deal to walk away from such success. In later interviews, including a significant conversation with Oprah in 2006, Chappelle shed light on his decision, offering insights that seemed to point to the suffocating control the industry can have over its stars. In his stand-up specials and interviews, Chappelle has frequently alluded to the industry's manipulative practices. He often uses examples of other celebrities, such as Martin Lawrence, to illustrate how fame can drive people to extreme behavior. In one particular stand-up bit, Chappelle noted how Lawrence, a successful comedian and actor, suffered a public breakdown, running through the streets of Los Angeles. Chappelle's question to the audience was profound. What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough would be out on the street waving a gun, screaming, "They are trying to kill me"? While Chappelle was referring to Lawrence's struggles, he used this anecdote to highlight a broader issue, that the entertainment industry has a way of breaking down its stars, using fame, contracts, and influence to manipulate and control them. Chappelle himself faced similar pressures. He revealed that after skyrocketing to fame with Chappelle's show, he began to feel uncomfortable with the content he was being asked to produce. He felt as though the sketches were increasingly making people laugh at him, rather than with him. In his interview with Oprah, Chappelle discussed how he had been pressured into participating in certain comedic acts that he felt were demeaning. One such example was when he was asked to wear a dress for a movie scene alongside Martin Lawrence. Chappelle initially thought the request was a joke, but upon realizing it was serious, he refused. For Chappelle, this incident was symbolic of the industry's willingness to humiliate artists for entertainment and profit, and it became a turning point in his decision to step away from the spotlight. Chappelle's decision to move to Africa after rejecting a $50 million contract was seen as a bold, even perplexing move at the time. However, in hindsight, it can be understood as an act of self-preservation. In interviews years later, Chappelle implied that he felt a need to escape the manipulative pressures of Hollywood, particularly the way black entertainers are often treated. He spoke about how the industry can trap its stars in exploitative contracts, where the money comes with heavy strings attached. His refusal to participate in what he felt was an unhealthy and manipulative system now seems prophetic, especially as more celebrities come forward to discuss similar experiences. Kanye West's shocking claims about control in Hollywood. Kanye West, another high-profile celebrity who has spoken out about the entertainment industry, has made equally provocative claims about the power dynamics that control Hollywood. West is known for his outspokenness, often making headlines for his controversial opinions. However, his warnings about the entertainment industry have struck a chord with some, especially those who are aware of the pressures that come with fame. In interviews and social media posts, Kanye has hinted at the existence of powerful forces in Hollywood that manipulate and control artists behind the scenes. One of Kanye's most alarming claims came in 2022 when he suggested that various celebrities, including LeBron James, Jay-Z, and Beyoncé, were being controlled by these unseen forces. He also made the startling allegation that both his mother and Michael Jordan's father were sacrifices, alluding to a darker side of the entertainment world where personal loss is part of the price of fame. While many dismissed these claims as the result of West's personal struggles, others have taken his words as a serious warning about the hidden pressures within the industry. West's allegations suggest that fame comes at a high cost and that some celebrities are trapped in a system where they must adhere to the demands of those who hold power behind the scenes. Kanye's claims have been divisive, with some fans expressing concern for his well-being and others speculating about the extent of control exerted over celebrities in Hollywood. Despite the controversy, West continues to speak out, refusing to remain silent about what he believes are dangerous power structures within the entertainment industry. Corey Feldman's fight to expose abuse in Hollywood. Actor Corey Feldman has long been a vocal advocate for exposing the abuse he and other child actors faced in Hollywood. Feldman, a former child star, gained fame in the 1980s for roles in movies such as The Goonies and Stand By Me. However, behind the scenes, Feldman says he and other young actors were subjected to systematic abuse by powerful individuals within the industry. For years, Feldman has been trying to raise awareness about the dark side of Hollywood, specifically the sexual exploitation of minors. In his memoir and numerous interviews, Feldman has named individuals he claims were responsible for this abuse, many of whom remain influential in the industry. Feldman has faced significant pushback, with some accusing him of fabricating stories for attention. However, his persistence in advocating for the protection of child actors has kept the conversation alive, forcing Hollywood to confront its history of mistreating vulnerable performers. His courage to speak out, despite the risks to his career, has made him a key figure in the movement to expose abuse in Hollywood. Feldman's fight for justice has been long and difficult, but in recent years, his warnings about the systemic nature of abuse in the entertainment industry have gained more attention. As more victims come forward, and as movements like #MeToo continue to gain momentum, Feldman's efforts to shed light on Hollywood's darkest secrets are being taken more seriously. His testimony has inspired others to speak up, creating a ripple effect in an industry that has long been shrouded in secrecy. Terry Crews' courageous stand. Actor Terry Crews made headlines when he revealed that he had been sexually assaulted by a high-powered Hollywood agent. Crews, known for his roles in Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Everybody Hates Chris, shocked the world when he disclosed that a prominent figure in the industry had assaulted him at a party. What made Crews' revelation particularly powerful was that it highlighted how even successful and physically imposing actors are not immune to abuse in Hollywood. Crews' decision to come forward was met with both praise and criticism. While many commended him for his bravery, others questioned why a man of his stature didn't simply fight back. Crews explained that the dynamics of power in Hollywood are complex, and that retaliating in the moment could have resulted in career-ending consequences. His testimony drew attention to the broader issue of abuse in Hollywood, underscoring how difficult it can be for even well-established actors to come forward without facing professional or personal backlash. Crews' story also resonated with many who had experienced similar situations but felt powerless to speak up. His courage in going public with his story helped break down the stigma surrounding male victims of sexual assault, opening up a broader conversation about the pervasive nature of abuse in Hollywood. Jaguar Wright's explosive revelations. Jaguar Wright, a singer and former insider in the music industry, has also been outspoken about the abuse of power she witnessed throughout her career. Wright, who worked with artists like The Roots and Common, has made explosive claims about numerous celebrities, including P. Diddy. She alleges that there is widespread exploitation of up-and-coming artists by their more powerful counterparts, with many being manipulated and silenced by those in control of the industry. Wright's claims were initially dismissed by many as unfounded, but her words have gained new relevance following Diddy's recent legal troubles. In her various interviews, Wright accused Diddy of fostering a culture of intimidation and abuse, using his influence to silence victims and maintain his position of power. As more people begin to take notice of the allegations surrounding Diddy, Wright's warnings are being reconsidered, with some wondering if there was truth to her claims all along. Wright's story reflects the broader issues of exploitation within the music and entertainment industries, where younger and less powerful individuals are often taken advantage of by those at the top. Her willingness to speak out, despite the potential consequences to her own career, has made her an important voice in the ongoing conversation about power dynamics in entertainment. Each of these celebrities, Dave Chappelle, Kanye West, Corey Feldman, Terry Crews, and Jaguar Wright, has raised alarms about the darker side of the entertainment industry. Their warnings, whether about manipulation, abuse, or the pressures of fame, have often been downplayed or ignored by the public and the industry itself. However, as more allegations come to light, and as high-profile figures like P. Diddy face legal scrutiny, the entertainment world is being forced to confront its hidden secrets. Diddy's recent arrest has led many to reconsider the warnings that have been sounded for years. What was once dismissed as speculation or conspiracy now seems to carry more weight, as people begin to recognize the patterns of exploitation and control that exist in Hollywood. While it remains to be seen how these revelations will impact the industry in the long term, one thing is clear: the voices that were once ignored are now being heard, and the entertainment world may never be the same. What's next for Diddy and Hollywood? The arrest of Sean Diddy Combs has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, marking a significant moment in the ongoing discourse surrounding power, privilege, and accountability in Hollywood. Diddy, once one of the most untouchable figures in music and entertainment, now finds himself at the center of a legal firestorm that has exposed the darker side of the industry. As the charges against him, including sex trafficking, racketeering, and coercion, mount, the reverberations are being felt far beyond the confines of his personal empire. Celebrities from across the entertainment spectrum have weighed in on the situation, though responses have varied widely. LL Cool J, one of the industry's long-standing figures, expressed his sympathy for Diddy's children rather than commenting on Diddy's personal guilt or innocence. He remarked, "I feel for his children. The rest I can't speak on. That's what we've got a court system for." This carefully worded statement reflects the caution with which many in the industry are approaching Diddy's situation. While LL Cool J's response demonstrated empathy without delving into the allegations, other public figures chose to remain silent, perhaps signaling the fear of being implicated or dragged into the scandal as more details unfold. Flavor Flav, another music icon, offered a neutral perspective, stating, "When anybody asks me my opinion on Diddy, you know what my opinion is? I have none. I ain't got no answers for a Diddy question." His reluctance to comment could reflect a broader sentiment in the entertainment world, one of caution and self-preservation, as speculation mounts about who else might be implicated. Williams's repeated warnings about the corrupt elite in Hollywood have fueled the growing belief that more individuals could soon face scrutiny as Diddy's case continues to evolve. Many observers and insiders suspect that Diddy's legal problems might trigger a wider examination of the entertainment industry's elite. With Cat Williams continuing to make bold assertions about the hidden misconduct of other influential figures, there is increasing speculation that Diddy's arrest is just the beginning of a much larger reckoning. Williams, who has long suggested that Hollywood is filled with big D**CK deviants, insists that more revelations are inevitable, drawing attention to the possibility that other high-profile individuals may soon find themselves under similar scrutiny. This growing concern within the industry is reflected in the guarded responses of many celebrities, who seem wary of offering strong opinions or public support for Diddy. The fear that speaking out could inadvertently expose further secrets or affiliations is palpable, adding to the overall sense of unease. The question remains, will Diddy's arrest pave the way for more high-profile figures to be held accountable, or will the industry close ranks to protect its own? As the case against Diddy develops, it may very well be a defining moment for Hollywood, challenging long-standing norms of silence and complicity that have protected some of its most powerful figures. But what if Diddy's arrest has more far-reaching consequences than anyone could have predicted? Not just in Hollywood, but among the most influential politicians and celebrities. Rumors are swirling, and many high-profile figures are starting to panic, wondering if their secrets will be exposed next. If you want to know why so many elites are suddenly on edge, you need to watch our next video, Politicians and Celebrities in a State of Panic After Diddy's Arrest. Trust me, this goes way deeper than just one man's downfall. Click on the video appearing on your screen right now to uncover the shocking truth that has everyone in the entertainment and political world scrambling. Don't miss it.